I noticed how your eyes would drift every time I spoke too long, like your heart was somewhere else while mine kept holding on. You used to hold me close at night, now your touch feels far away. And every I love you, you say, sounds weaker day by day. I try to be the easy girl, the one who never asked for much, but somehow even though my love was never quite enough, and it hurts the most knowing I kept trying while you slowly let us die. Maybe I'm not what you wanted, not the girl inside your dreams, not the calm inside your chaos, or the missing piece you need. Maybe my heart loved too deeply, maybe yours just couldn't stay. But it breaks me knowing you looked at me and still walked away. Now every mirror in this room reflects someone I barely knew, a girl who changed herself for love just to lose you. I learned your favorite songs by heart, memorized the way you smile, built my whole world around yours just to watch it all unwind. And every little thing I changed only made me disappear, till I couldn't recognize myself behind my hidden tears. You kept searching for perfection while I was begging to be seen, and loving someone who feels uncertain is the loneliest feeling. Sometimes goodbye starts quietly, long before somebody leaves. Maybe I'm not what you wanted, not the story you imagined, not the forever kind of love you were hoping would happen. Maybe I was just a moment while you were my whole life, and maybe that's why holding on only kept me breaking inside. Now every memory hurts differently, knowing you never loved me completely the way I loved you. But maybe someday someone will find me, stay without hesitation, without making me feel like love is competition. Maybe then I'll finally understand, the right heart never makes you beg to be enough. Maybe I'm not what you wanted, but I was real and honest too. I gave you every fragile part, I never hid the truth. And even if you couldn't love me the way I needed love to feel, that doesn't make my heart any less beautiful. So tonight I'll stop chasing someone already halfway gone, because I deserve a love that chooses me fully from the start. You love me with half open hands, like someone still holding on to the past. Every time you said my name, I felt a shadow in the way. There were pictures you never erased, old memories you still couldn't face. And I kept trying to win a war against a girl you loved before. I wore her ghost-like skin, trying to become everything she'd been. But I was never her, no matter how hard I tried. Never the girl you lost, never the tears you cried. You kissed me while missing someone else, and I mistook your loneliness for love. I gave you every piece of me, but your heart was already stuck. Now I finally understand why loving me was never enough, because I was never her. I changed the music that I played, started dressing in the way she did, hoping maybe you would look at me the way you once looked at her. But comparison became my prison, and your silence became my truth. You never asked me to become her, but you never let her go too. And slowly I disappeared, trying to be someone I can never be. I was never her, never your unfinished story, never the memory you carried like glory. You held my body close at night, but your soul stayed somewhere else. And every I love you felt like you were trying to convince yourself. Now I finally understand why your eyes were always hurt, because I was never her. Maybe she broke your heart in ways I couldn't heal. Maybe some people leave scars that forever feel too real. But I deserve the love that saw me for myself. Now someone standing in the shadow of somebody else. No, I was never her, and maybe that saved me, because losing myself for your love was slowly breaking me. And now I'll stop chasing ghosts that were never mine to fight. And maybe someday someone will love me without comparing every light. You kept searching for your past, while I kept begging to be seen. But I was never her. I was only me. You stopped calling after midnight, stopped saying everything's alright, and slowly your voice became a stranger saying my name. I felt the distance growing cold inside the words you never told. Love was fading in your eyes long before goodbye arrived. You didn't have to leave to make me feel alone. I was broken in your silence, drowning in the quiet between us. Every unanswered message felt like another cut. You never said you stopped loving me, but your distance said enough. And somehow the softest goodbye was still the one that hurt the most. Now every night feels violent, 'cause I was broken in your silence. I still replay your memories like they might bring you back to me, but every photo fades a little more, just like You held my hand without holding on, stayed beside me while already gone. And I kept fighting for a love you quietly gave up. Sometimes the cruelest heartbreak comes without screaming at all. I was broken in your silence, lost inside the space you made. Every cold and distant moment turned my sky to rain. You never said another girl's name, never slammed the door behind, but your silence slowly shattered every hopeful part of mine. Now the loneliness gets louder every time the world gets quiet. And maybe someday I'll stop wondering which moment I lost you. Maybe someday I'll stop hearing your ghost inside this room. But tonight your absence echoes like a song I can't escape. I was broken in your silence, in the love you stopped fighting for, in every empty conversation that left me wanting more. And even now I still remember how your heartbeat felt on mine. Funny how the loudest pain can arrive so quietly sometimes. Now all that's left inside me is the silence you left behind. You said I loved too deeply, cared a little too hard, that my heart was overwhelming like a fire in the dark. I only wanted honesty, something safe and real. But every time I opened up, you made me feel unreal. And now I replay every moment, wondering what I did wrong. How someone can ask for love, then leave when it gets strong. Maybe I was emotional, maybe I cared too much. But love should never make somebody feel ashamed for feeling love. You said I was too much, too sensitive, too attached, too many late night tears, too afraid of losing what we had. But I was only trying to love you with my whole heart. And maybe that scared you from the start. Now every word still cuts like rain against my skin, because loving you completely was my only sin. You said I was too much, but you were never enough. I apologize for feelings I should've never had to hide. Made myself smaller every day just to keep you by my side. I learned to silence heartbreak before it reached my lips, pretending I was easy while drowning in the distance. And somewhere in the middle of trying not to lose you, I lost myself instead. Love shouldn't feel like shrinking to fit inside somebody else's fears. You said I was too much, too needy when I cried, too broken when I asked you if you still wanted us tonight. But I was only human, trying to feel secure, and all your mixed emotions only made my heart hurt more. Now I'm learning that real love weakness, or treating love like chains. And maybe then I'll finally see I was never too much for the right person to keep. You said I was too much, now I finally disagree. Because the way I loved you was beautiful, not weak. I was honest with my feelings while you were hiding yours. And loving deeply isn't something I should apologize for. So tonight I'll stop believing I was hard to love, because the truth is you just couldn't rise to the kind of love I gave. We used to talk until sunrise. Now all we share are quiet nights. Your eyes still look into mine, but something's missing deep inside. The way you touch me feels so far, like reaching for a dying star. And every little I'm okay sounds colder than the rain. I can feel it slipping slowly, like smoke disappearing in the dark. This is fate and love, two hearts turning into strangers, still holding on while falling apart. We're dancing through the silence, trying not to face the truth, but no one ever warns you how painful fading love can be. It doesn't break all at once, it leaves piece by piece, until there's nothing left of us except fading love. I miss the way you used to smile, like I was all you wanted in this life. Now every kiss feels automatic, beautiful but tragic. We keep pretending we're alright while losing each other every night. And even when you're next to me, I still feel lonely. Sometimes forever ends before goodbye is even said. This is fate and love, slowly disappearing like moonlight, still saying I love you without meaning it the same way. And every memory hurts more, because I know what we once were. Now all that remains between us is fading love. Maybe love doesn't always die loudly, maybe it quietly loses color over time, until two people wake up one day and realize they stopped trying. But letting go of almost love can hurt more than goodbye. This is fading love, the kind that leaves invisible scars, where two souls stay together while drifting worlds apart. And even if we hold on tighter, we can't become who we were. Some things are beautiful only briefly, like us. So tonight I'll stop pretending that we're still enough, because all that's left between us is fading love. how you laughed like sunlight dancing through the glass. You turned my ordinary days into something I wanted to save. I gave you every hidden part, every corner of my heart. And for a while I truly thought forever was what we had caught. You were the reason I believed love could finally stay with me. You were my everything, my safe place in the dark, the only hands that knew how to calm my restless heart. And now the silence hurts more than anything, because losing you felt like losing all of me. I still hear your name in every song the angels sing. God, it breaks my heart. You were my everything. Your sweater still smells like rain, and memories still whisper your name. Sometimes I drive past our old street just to feel you next to me. Everyone says time will heal, but they don't know how this feels when the person who gave you light becomes the reason you cry at night. I try to let you go, but somehow my soul still holds you close. You were my everything, my shelter from the storm, the only place on earth that ever felt like home. And now the nights are cold, and every dream still stings, because loving you was easy, but losing you changed everything. I still see your eyes every time the midnight rain begins, and it tears me apart. You were my everything. Maybe in another life we would have learned how to survive. Maybe timing broke our fate before love had the chance to stay. But if I could hold you once again, I'd still choose you in the end. You were my everything, the prayer I used to keep, the piece of my broken soul that finally let me breathe. And though you're gone tonight, your memory still sings inside every shattered part of what's left of me. I'll carry your love forever, like a wound that never leaves, because before the world went dark, you were my everything. The room is dark except the TV light. Another sleepless, lonely night. Your side of the bed still feels warm somehow, even though you're gone now. I keep your name inside my phone, like maybe you'll come back home. But every message left unread feels louder in my head. I learned some heartbreak doesn't scream, it quietly destroys everything. I'm crying without sound, drowning but not making waves. sound. I'm just crying now. Your sweater still hangs by the door, like you're walking like before. And every song we used to play turns my healing into pain. I wish I could hate you sometimes, maybe then I'd be alright. But love still lingers in my veins, like poison mixed with the rain. And no one sees the storm inside when you master how to hide. I'm crying without sound, drowning but not making waves, smiling when the world's around, breaking when nobody stays. And every tear falls silently, like moonlight on the walls. You left without a memory of catching me when I fall. This pain is so deep, it doesn't make a sound. I'm just crying now. Maybe the saddest people learn how to cry without being hurt, how to carry shattered hearts and still survive the dark. But tonight the silence hurts more than any spoken words. I'm crying without sound, but my soul is screaming loud, trying to heal from losing us while pretending I'm enough. And every hidden tear I hide still keeps your ghost alive. Maybe someday love won't hurt the way it hurts tonight. Till then I'll keep falling down quietly without a sound. The city lights fade through my room, another night alone with you. Or at least the memory remains like perfume mixed with rain. I keep pretending I'm okay, smiling through another day. But every time the world gets still, I feel the heartbreak you left here. And nobody notices the sadness in my eyes, because I learned how to hide it behind polite goodbyes. Some people scream when love is gone, some people break in silence. I'm quietly crying while the whole world moves on, holding broken pieces of a love that's already gone. And every hidden tear falls softer than the rain. The soft pain still hurts just the same. I'm smiling in public while falling apart inside. Nobody hears the sound of quiet crying tonight. Your sweater still hangs by the bed, like all the words we never said. And every song we used to play turns healing into pain. I wonder if you think of me when midnight steals your sleep, or if I'm just another ghost your heart no longer keeps. Sometimes I wish you'd hurt like me, just long enough to know how heavy love can become when only one lets go. The loudest heartbreaks often isn't loud. Maybe it's just surviving somehow. One more sleepless night, one more morning pretending you're alright. And maybe someday this empty room won't echo back your name, but tonight it still does. I'm quietly crying, but my soul is screaming out, trying to find myself again inside all this doubt. And though you're gone, your memory still survives in every trembling breath, every tear I hide. So if love ever asks me again to give my fragile heart completely, I hope it stays long enough to hear me crying too. I smile when everybody look my way, pretend that I was doing okay. But every night behind my bedroom door, I broke a little more. You were the ghost inside my mind, the kind of pain I couldn't leave behind. And every memory still burns so bright, like stars that hurt at night. I kept your voice inside my head, even after all the things you said. I try to heal, but some wounds never fade. These are the tears I couldn't hide, the ones I felt when no one stayed the night. The silent storms behind my eyes, the broken parts I kept inside. I gave you love beyond goodbye, but losing you still cuts me like a knife. And every time I say I'm fine, they're just tears I couldn't hide. Your sweater still hangs by my bed, like you never really left. Sometimes I swear I hear you laugh, then reality comes back. And all the songs we used to know now sound like echoes in the dark alone. I wonder if you miss me too, the way I still miss you. I buried every dream we made underneath the pouring rain, but my heart still whispers your name. These are the tears I couldn't hide, the ones I felt when no one stayed the night. The silent storms behind my eyes, the broken parts I kept inside. I gave you love beyond goodbye, but losing you still cuts me like a knife. And every time I say I'm fine, they're just tears I couldn't hide. Maybe someday I'll stop replaying every word we left unsaid. Maybe someday this lonely feeling won't follow me to bed. But tonight the moonlight knows how much letting go still hurts my soul. These are the tears I couldn't hide, the shattered pieces of my heart tonight. The lonely truth behind my smile, the ache that stayed for quite a while. I tried to save what we became, but love and pain still sound the same. And even now I raise your voice or start a fight. You just looked at me so cold, like our love had already grown old. Your suitcase waited by the stairs, while silence hung heavy in the air. I wanted one more reason to believe, but you were already leaving me. And somehow the quiet hurt the most, because goodbye came without hope. It was the way you left, like I'm nothing at all, like every memory we built could disappear and fall. No tears in your eyes, no trembling in your touch, just one last empty look that broke me more than enough. I could survive 1,000 fights, but not the way you left tonight. Now your side of the bed stays cold, and every shadow feels like your ghost. I still hear your footsteps in the hall, even though you're gone and that's all. I replay the final words you said, searching for meaning inside my head. Maybe if I held you tighter then, you wouldn't have slipped through my hands. But love shouldn't feel like begging someone to stay when they already want to run. It was the way you left, like I'm nothing at all, like every promise that we made never mattered at all. No tears in your eyes, no breaking in your voice, just silence cutting through me like I was never your choice. I could survive 1,000 lies, but not the way you left tonight. And maybe someday I'll heal, maybe someday this pain won't feel so real. But right now every midnight rain still whispers your name again. I didn't lose you all at once, I lost you slowly, long before goodbye came. It was the way you left, without turning around, like love was just a chapter you finally put down. And now I'm learning how to breathe without your touch, but some scars stay forever. When someone leaves like us, I could survive almost anything, but not the way you left me. I kept your pictures on my phone, even after you were gone. Read our messages at night, just to feel that I belonged. You said love was supposed to heal, but somehow I disappeared. Every time I gave my heart, you only noticed my tears. I changed the way I laughed, the way I talked, the way I dreamed, just so you would stay with me. I try to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still be enough. Now the silence fills the room, like your shadow never left. And every little thing I do still reminds me of regret. Maybe love was never fair, maybe timing was too cruel, but I would have crossed the world if it meant I wouldn't lose you. You were my favorite pain, my sweetest goodbye, and somehow I still miss you every single night. I try to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was I too much to hold? I'm never worth your touch. I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Maybe someday you'll hear this song and think about what we became. Two lonely souls, too scared to say. And if you ever miss me too, I hope the midnight sky reminds you I loved you more than I love myself. I try to be enough. I try to be enough, even when it hurt, even when your love only made me worse. Now your memory still burns like rain against my skin, and no matter where I go, I still let you in. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? Maybe love was never meant for people like us. Still I gave you everything when I tried to be enough. I watched your shadow leave the door, like it had done 1,000 times before. You always held my hand halfway, but never stayed. I learned to read the silence too, the cold space growing next to you. I called it love, I called it fate, but love shouldn't feel this afraid. I kept believing you would see the girl who gave you everything. You never chose me, not completely. I was the maybe in your heart, the almost written part. You never held me like forever. I stayed while you kept drifting free, and that's what broke me. I gave you all of me, but you never chose me. Your name still lingers in my room, like perfume mixed with old perfume. And every song we used to play feels far away. Maybe I loved you way too deep while you were searching for a dream. I built a home inside your eyes. You left without goodbye. I wore your promise promises like gold, but they were never mine to hold. You never chose me, not completely. I was the maybe in your heart, the almost written part. You never held me like forever. I stayed while you kept drifting free, and that's what broke me. I gave you all of me, but you never chose me. No midnight knows my secret tears, and lonely nights replay the years. I wonder if you think of us, or if I'm dust. Maybe one day I'll understand why loving you slipped through my hands, but healing starts with honesty. You love the comfort, not me. You never chose me, now I see it. I was the shelter from your storm, not where you belonged. And though it hurts me, I'm letting go now. No more begging love to stay, no more losing faith. I gave you all of me, and finally I chose me. I kept your pictures on my phone, even after you were gone. Read our messages at night, just to feel that I belong. You said love was supposed to heal, but somehow I disappeared. Every time I gave my heart, you only noticed my tears. I changed the way I laugh, the way I talk, the way I dream, just so you would stay with me. I try to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Now the silence fills the room like your shadow never left, and every little thing I do still reminds me of regret. Maybe love was never fair, maybe timing was too cruel, but I would've crossed the world if it meant I wouldn't lose you. You were my favorite pain, my sweetest goodbye, and somehow I still miss you every single night. I try to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Maybe someday you'll hear this song and think about what we became. Two lonely souls, too scared to stay. And if you ever miss me too, I hope the midnight sky reminds you people like us. Still I gave you everything when I tried to be enough. I kept your pictures on my phone, even after you were gone. Read our messages at night, just to feel that I belonged. You said love was supposed to heal, but somehow I disappeared. Every time I gave my heart, you only noticed my tears. I changed the way I laughed, the way I talked, the way I dreamed, just so you would stay with me. I tried to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Now the silence fills the room, like your shadow never left. And every little thing I do still reminds me of regret. Maybe love was never fair, maybe timing was too cruel, but I would have crossed the world if it meant I wouldn't lose you. You were my favorite pain, my sweetest goodbye, and somehow I still miss you every single night. I tried to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Maybe someday you'll hear this song and think about what we became. Two lonely souls, too scared to stay. And if you ever miss me too, I hope the midnight sky reminds you I loved you more than I loved myself. I tried to be enough, even when it hurt, even when your love only made me worse. Now your memory still burns like rain against my skin, and no matter where I go, I still let you in. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? Maybe love was never meant for people like us. Still I gave you everything when I tried to be enough. I kept your pictures on my phone, even after you were gone. Read our messages at night, just to feel that I belonged. You said love was supposed to heal, but somehow I disappeared. Every time I gave my heart, you only noticed my tears. changed the way I laughed, the way I talked, the way I dreamed, just so you would stay with me. I try to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was that too much to hold? I'm never worth your touch. I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Now the silence fills the room like your shadow never left, and every little thing I do still reminds me of regret. Maybe love was never fair, maybe timing was too cruel, but I would've crossed the world if it meant I wouldn't lose you. You were my favorite pain, my sweetest goodbye, and somehow I still miss you every single night. I try to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was I too much to hold? Or never worth your touch? I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Maybe someday you'll hear this song and think about what we became. Two lonely souls, too scared to stay. And if you ever miss me too, I hope the midnight sky reminds you I loved you more than I love myself. I try to be enough, even when it hurt, even when your love only made me worse. Now your memory still burns like rain against my skin, and no matter where I go, I still let you in. Was I too much to hold? Or never worth your touch? Maybe love was never meant for people like us. Still I gave you everything when I tried to be enough. I still remember how you laughed like sunlight dancing through the glass. You turned my ordinary days into something I wanted to save. I gave you every hidden part, every corner of my heart, and for a while I truly thought forever was what we had caught. You were the reason I believed love could finally stay with me. You were my everything, my safe place in the dark, the only hands that knew how to calm my restless heart. And now the silence hurts more than anything, because losing you felt like losing all of me. I still hear your name in every song Sometimes I drive past our old street just to feel you next to me. Everyone says time will heal, but they don't know how this feels when the person who gave you light becomes the reason you cry at night. I try to let you go, but somehow my soul still holds you close. You were my everything, my shelter from the storm, the only place on earth that ever felt like home. And now the nights are cold, and every dream still stings, because loving you was easy, but losing you changed everything. I still see your eyes every time the midnight rain begins, and it tears me apart. You were my everything. Maybe in another life we would have learned how to survive. Maybe timing broke our fate before love had the chance to stay. But if I could hold you once again, I'd still choose you in the end. You were my everything, the prayer I used to keep, the piece of my broken soul that finally let me breathe. And though you're gone tonight, your memory still sings inside every shattered part of what's left of me. I'll carry your love forever, like a wound that never leaves. Because before the world went dark, you were my everything. How you laughed, like sunlight dancing through the glass. You turned my ordinary days into something I wanted to save. I gave you every hidden part, every corner of my heart. And for a while I truly thought forever was what we had caught. You were the reason I believed love could finally stay with me. You were my everything, my safe place in the dark, the only hands that knew how to calm my restless heart. And now the silence hurts more than anything, because losing you felt like losing all of me. I still hear your name in every song the angels sing. God, it breaks my heart. You were my everything. Your sweater still smells like rain, and memories still whisper your name. Sometimes I drive past our old street just to feel you next to me. Everyone says time will heal, but they don't know how this feels when the person who gave you light becomes the reason you holding on to the past. Every time you said my name, I felt a shadow in the way. There were pictures you never erased, old memories you still couldn't face. And I kept trying to win a war against a girl you loved before. I wore her ghost-like skin, trying to become everything she'd been. But I was never hurt, no matter how hard I tried. Never the girl you lost, never the tears you cried. You kissed me while missing someone else, and I mistook your loneliness for love. I gave you every piece of me, but your heart was already stuck. Now I finally understand why loving me was never enough, because I was never her. I changed the music that I played, started dressing in the way she did, hoping maybe you would look at me the way you once looked at her. But comparison became my prison, and your silence became my truth. You never asked me to become her, but you never let her go too. And slowly I disappeared, trying to be someone I could never be. I was never hurt, never your unfinished story, never the memory you carried like glory. You held my body close at night, but your soul stayed somewhere else. And every I love you felt like you were trying to convince yourself. Now I finally understand why your eyes were always hurt, because I was never her. Maybe she broke your heart in ways I couldn't heal. Maybe some people leave scars that forever feel too real. But I deserve the love that's only for myself, not someone standing in the shadow of somebody else. No, I was never hurt, and maybe that saved me, because losing myself for your love was slowly breaking me. Now I'll stop chasing ghosts that were never mine to find. Maybe someday someone will love me without comparing every light. You kept searching for your past while I kept begging to be seen. But I was never her, I was only me. I watched your shadow leave the door, like it had done 1,000 times before. You always held my hand halfway, but never stayed. I learned to read the silence too, the cold space growing next to you. I called it love, I called it fate, but love shouldn't feel this afraid. I kept believing you would see the girl who gave you everything. You never chose me, not completely. I was the maybe in your heart, the almost written part. You never held me like forever. I stayed while you kept drifting free, and that's what broke me. perfume, and every song we used to play feels far away. Maybe I loved you way too deep while you were searching for a dream. I built a home inside your eyes. You left without goodbye. I wore your promises like gold, but they were never mine to hold. You never chose me, not completely. I was the maybe in your heart, the almost written part. You never held me like forever. I stayed while you kept drifting free, and that's what broke me. I gave you all of me, but you never chose me. Now midnight knows my secret tears, and lonely nights replay the years. I wonder if you think of us, or if I'm dust. Maybe one day I'll understand why loving you slipped through my hands. But healing starts with honesty. You love the comfort, not me. You never chose me, now I see it. I was the shelter from your storm, not where you belonged. And though it hurts me, I'm letting go now. No more begging love to stay, no more losing faith. I gave you all of me, and finally I choose me. I kept your pictures on my phone, even after you were gone. Read our messages at night, just to feel that I belonged. You said love was supposed to heal, but somehow I disappeared. Every time I gave my heart, you only noticed my tears. I changed the way I laughed, the way I talked, the way I dreamed, just so you would stay with me. I tried to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still fell apart. I gave you all my love till there was nothing left. Now I'm lying here alone, trying to catch my breath. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? I lost myself in us when I tried to be enough. Now the silence fills the room, like your shadow never left. And every little thing I do still reminds me of regret. Maybe love was never fair, maybe timing was too cruel, but I would have crossed the world if it meant I wouldn't lose you. You were my favorite pain, my sweetest goodbye, and somehow I still miss you every single night. I try to be enough for your broken heart, but every piece of me still felt someday you'll hear this song and think about what we became. Two lonely souls, too scared to stay. And if you ever miss me too, I hope the midnight sky reminds you I loved you more than I loved myself. I try to be enough, even when it hurt, even when your love only made me worse. Now your memory still burns like rain against my skin, and no matter where I go, I still let you in. Was I too much to hold, or never worth your touch? Maybe love was never meant for people like us. Still I gave you everything when I tried to be enough. The city lights fade through my room. Another night alone with you, or at least the memory remains like perfume mixed with rain. I keep pretending I'm okay, smiling through another day. But every time the world gets still, I feel the heartbreak you left here. And nobody notices the sadness in my eyes, because I learned how to hide it behind polite goodbyes. Some people scream when love is gone. Some people break in silence. I'm quietly crying while the whole world moves on, holding broken pieces of a love that's already gone. And every hidden tear falls softer than the rain. The soft pain still hurts just the same. I'm smiling in public, I'm falling apart inside. Nobody hears the sound of quiet crying tonight. Your sweater still hangs by the bed, like all the words we never said. And every song we used to play turns healing into pain. I wonder if you think of me when midnight steals your sleep, or if I'm just another ghost your heart no longer keeps. Sometimes I wish you'd hurt like me, just long enough to know how heavy love can become when only one lets go. The loudest heartbreaks often hide behind the calmest eyes. I'm quietly crying in the spaces no one sees, drowning in old memories that still breathe inside me. And every lonely night feels colder than before, since you stopped being mine. I hope I'm learning how to live with pain I cannot fight. Nobody hears the sound of quiet crying tonight. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's just surviving somehow. One more sleepless night, one more morning, pretending you're alright. And maybe someday this empty room won't echo back your name, but tonight it still does. I'm quietly crying, but my soul is screaming out, trying to find myself again. give my fragile heart completely. I hope it stays long enough to hear me.